So, hello everybody. Welcome to Peaceful Mind series, Meditations of Light. This meditation is the third in a series which has been created by Sandy Veneziani from Peaceful Minds and hosted by myself, Isisi Allthings from All Is Well Healing. It's especially designed to look at changing your perception during this time of COVID-19. We'll help you to look at how you're viewing the challenges and see where you're being rigid or have black and white thinking, gently changing the way that you perceive things to the positive during the lockdown. When we hold distorted perceptions and resentments inside for things that may have occurred years ago or from early childhood in response to possible abuse or trauma of one kind or another, the person who's most hurt by this is ourselves. As with the grain of sand that irritates the oyster, we build layer upon layer of protection around the wound until it feels comfortable to us. But these many unseen blocks and barriers build around our heart and can make it harden, just like the pearl. Life in her usual way brings us sorrows and blessings, not always in equal measure. But we don't like to be vulnerable anymore and can be hard on ourselves. Just like the pearl. Maybe we find it very hard to perceive the positive in various situations and be fully open. We lose sight of the extraordinary beauty of the pearl. And perhaps during quarantine we're being tested, pushed to our boundary limits, and out come all the resentments and anger and a flood of emotion. So if we can observe this and see where it's coming from, then we can really turn this around now in these challenging times and change our perception. Think of it as an opportunity to wash the gritty sand of our negative thoughts away. It's a brilliant time to do the healing and release work that so many of us wish to do but never seem to have the space or the time, so that we can shine again in a pearlescent way. So we need to see what's triggered us and follow the money, as they say. Where has the original grain of sand come from? Is it because your partner's annoying the hell out of you, or is it really a pattern that you've experienced in your formative years that's still playing out in your life? If you've gotten this far, then that's good. You have a great opportunity to reset that trigger now. And it may be your partner didn't really say or do anything much wrong to trigger you, but only you will know this. And if you wish to take some time out of the situation, you can contemplate this on your own. So why not use the following meditation to go within in your own time and see who was that original person in your life that needs to be forgiven. Ask God, Source, or the universe to show you who it was and imagine yourself perceiving why, and then forgiving the person or the situation. So let's take the time now to come to center. Allow these feelings to be safely held as Sandy leads us in the meditation. And I'll just do that protective prayer now before we start. I call upon the Archangel Michael and his mighty legions of angels to protect this space for the highest good of all, asking that they spread their wings out over each home and cloak you all in divine golden white light. As I invite you to join your hearts and minds now for this special meditation called Changing Your Perception. And now I'll just pass over to you, Sandy, for a moment.
Okay, thank you, Denise. And everybody, if you'd just like to relax and let go of all that is on your mind right now. And give yourself permission to let it all go. Just for now. And feel yourself slip into that place of peace and love that you love, that feels so calming, and breathe into that space. Breathe in and feel your chest and shoulders rise. And then breathe out. And with your out breath, just let it all go. Feel your shoulders come down as you breathe out. And let the tensions of the day go with every out breath. And now you can feel yourself starting to unwind. Take a few more deep breaths in and out, and come back to your inner self, to your inner you, your inner center. And now focus on finding a comfortable place to enjoy the meditation. You may need to resettle yourself a little. Just move an arm or a leg, or shift your head, anything that makes you feel more comfortable. And feel a wave of relaxation as it travels down from the top of your head, from your crown chakra, and it slowly flows up and down, down and down. It slowly flows. And focus now on finding that relaxing, comfortable place. And as you feel it slowly flowing down over your eyes, over your face, and down the sides of your head, and then your throat, and back to your neck. And feel the relaxing energy as it seeps down over your shoulders, and down your arms to your hands and fingers. And feel your arms become heavier as the muscles in your arms slowly but surely start to relax and become still and heavy. And this wave of peaceful, calming, relaxing energy, as it sweeps down your chest and torso, down your spine, and continue to breathe in and out, in and out. And feel the whole top part of your body enveloped in a bubble of stillness. And this bubble feels so safe and secure, exactly where you want to be right now. Nobody wants anything from you, and you need nothing from anybody in this space just now. And just breathe and feel comfortable and safe. This is who you are, and this is the essence of you. The authentic you that has made time for you and your well-being, and sink deeper into that feeling that this is the essence of who you are. And know that this is for you to replenish, to re-energize, and to fill up your own cup that is often left wanting. And just sit with that for a moment and know that you truly deserve this time for you, just for you. And now feel that relaxing energy flow down over your hips and thighs, and down your legs to your feet, and to the tips of your toes, and feel that energy as it sinks into the ground from your feet. And imagine it like a tree, like tree roots sinking into the soil, getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and creating an anchoring point to Mother Earth. And you feel stable and grounded. And now you feel completely relaxed. Imagine yourself in front of a garden gate. And as you walk towards the gate, you put your hand upon the latch and it opens effortlessly. And as the door swings open, you find yourself walking into the most beautiful flower garden and see the most vivid flowers in a sea of colour outstretching before you, all very neatly cultivated and organised. And you see a park bench in front of you that you walk towards. And as you sit in the middle of the flower garden, you can smell the different scents that come wafting over you from the flowers. And here you feel surrounded by nature that gives out healing energies by their colours and their scents. And you sit for a while and soak it all in, feeling grateful for the beauty and serenity it holds. And just sit and bathe in the headiness of it all for a moment. And then you notice another gate across the garden of flowers. And you come up from the bench and walk towards this gate. It's slightly different from the last one in that it has climbing ivy wrapped around it and some moss on it also. As before, you turn the latch and the gate opens wide, and you are instinctively drawn inside. You see a beautiful natural garden with trees, plants, flowers of all kinds, trailing ivy and weeds, all growing and enjoying the natural elements of the sun and rain together, side by side. And there you see a bench in the middle. The plants and flowers a little overgrown around it, but you settle and feel peaceful just the same. And as you sit and ponder how different the two gardens were, and yet you bring together the fact that they are both different and yet enjoyable. How different the gardens were. What perspective did this bring to you? What were your thoughts? Were you more comfortable in one garden than the other? Did you find the orderliness of the first garden comforting? Or did you find the overgrown garden more comforting? Did you find yourself judging or comparing each garden? Your perception of how you see the world can vary. Enjoy finding the positive aspects of life. When hurdles arise, see yourself putting on your positive perception hat, seeing situations from a cup half full and not half empty. and see and feel the endless possibilities when you open your heart and mind, and see and feel through the positive lens of life. And know that you too can do this. You can see things from a different perspective. It's like having an invisible box that you build around yourself that may feel safe to stay in, but doesn't encourage you out of your comfort zone. But imagine yourself stepping out of the invisible box, out of your current way of seeing things, and view people and situations from a different angle. A place of love, stepping in others' shoes, seeing things from another angle. And this is where change occurs. Change in your heart, mind, and soul. And so you can welcome this positive perception, which brings with it the ability to see blessings in disguise, which are always there, but would not have been seen otherwise. So choose your positive perception hat, choose your cup half full vision, choose the positive lens of life for you to look through when with family, friends, work colleagues, and people you don't know. Step in others' shoes and know that you will find your own kind of peace. And know that to show forgiveness to another involves a lot of giving. This doesn't mean condoning any wrongdoing. Forgiveness is an emotional change that occurs within you. The person who has been wronged, that emotional change is within you, the person that has been wronged. It is your decision to let go of and overcome the pain that you felt, to let go of any resentment, let it go. You no longer need to carry this around with you. See yourself free from the hurt, from the anger, from the resentment, and smile, because you can feel the freedom this brings you, which brings peace of mind, a beautiful gift. And now see yourself getting up off the park bench, and you wander through the overgrown garden, embracing the unruliness, the uniqueness of the unruliness, and back through the gate to the orderly flower garden. And embrace that also for its tidiness, and embrace the diversity of both of them, for they, like people and situations, are uniquely diverse, uniquely different, and be comfortable with that. It's okay to not see all things the same. It's okay to see things differently. And remember, you are uniquely different, and your internal compass guides you what way to go for you. Listen to your internal compass, your intuition, your gut feelings. Feel into what decisions are right for you. Open your heart and mind to different opportunities, and ways of looking at things from different angles. And walk out from the two gardens and feel the gratitude in your heart for the freedom you feel. The freedom that is brought about by looking at things from a different perspective, from obtaining that peace within, that emotional change that occurs within you when you choose to forgive, not expecting anything in return. For forgiveness is that emotional change that occurs within you, that gives you the gift of freedom within you. And now return to your breathing, feeling your chest and shoulders lifting up and down. And as you breathe out, let go of all that has been. Let go of the old ways of doing things and open up to the new possibilities that stretch endlessly before you, available to you now. And enjoy the stillness for a few more moments. And I will just pause to allow you time to reflect on letting go of the old ways of thinking and bringing in the new, with the new possibilities that are available to you now. And now, as we come near to the end of the meditation, just begin to become aware of the room that you are in and the chair you are sitting in. And notice any sounds or noises from the room. And slowly, gently start to wriggle your fingers and your toes. And then start to stretch your arms and legs out. And finally, when you are ready, open your eyes. And our meditation is complete.
Thank you so much, Sandy. Those are wise words indeed about our perception of two different gardens. And we can easily relate that to different personalities or different circumstances and see that each is unique. Because we're different doesn't mean that one is right and the other wrong. So we encourage you to have a daily practice this week, taking time to go within and relaxing the mind and body, creating a safe space for changing any negative perceptions that you may have. Play with the idea of forgiving in whatever way it's impacting you right now, to see how much lighter that can make you feel. We remind you to follow your own intuition to connect with God, Source, or the universe, asking how to heal. So as you return now, you can take your thoughts of forgiveness with you. Think of ways of saying sorry and explaining that you may have overreacted, and see if you can have a forgiving conversation, which then ripples out to healing to your nearest and dearest. I'd like to now close this meditation, asking that the protection and blessings that we've received here go with you all. And I'd like to remind you that we do offer a CD with Sandy's meditations. She also does hypnotherapy and counselling services on our page, Peaceful Minds. And I offer a listening service as well, which is called All Is Well. So we welcome you to join us again in a week for the next in the series of beautiful meditations that we're creating just for you to keep us all grounded and centered in peace. So, namaste, and I wish you all a good evening. Blessings.